Listen. You hear that terrible noise? That's the sound of flashing on the inside of your discs, right? I recently bought 3 destroyers from Innova from their factory second store, and they just have terrible flashing on them. So we're gonna try to get rid of that today. We're gonna use 3 different methods. We have a razor blade that we're gonna try to get that off, sandpaper, as well as a sanding block. Now, before you write down in the comments, that's illegal, let me show you right here on the screen what the rules actually say. Okay, you can do light sanding, that's totally fine as long as it does not change the flight characteristics of your discs. What we're gonna do today is not gonna make this fly any less like a destroyer. It'll fly just fine when you're done with it, unless you go absolutely crazy with your razor blade, but don't do that, okay? And then by the time we're done, hopefully, sounds more like my Thunderbird here, which I've had for several years, and you can barely hear that, right? So again, if I put this up to my microphone, that sounds awful, all right? And we don't want it to hurt when we release our discs out there on the course. So let me try the razor blade first. I'm just gonna go around real quick and try to scrape off some of this flashing, and we'll see what the results sound like and maybe even feel like at the end. Let me speed this up for you. All right, with the next disc, we're gonna try the sandpaper. This is off my random orbital sander. Let's try to sand this one. This is a Pro Destroyer. Again, I'll speed this up for you. All right, and then the last disc I have is another Pro Destroyer. This time we're gonna use the sanding block. You can find these for pretty cheap at any hardware store or anything like that. Let's see how it goes. All right, so I sanded each of those for right around 2 minutes each, okay, to be consistent there. And if I give it a quick field test, let's see. This was the sandpaper, this was the sanding block, and this was the razor blade. The razor blade definitely feels like it has the most left on it, so I'd probably go back over it with a different one. The one that feels the best is actually the sanding block, okay? And I would say this is also the easiest to use. The sandpaper, it's kind of flimsy and it's hard to get in all those corners, but since this has some rigidity to it, it's nice to kind of work your way around that disc, and I think this is probably the best bang for your buck. Also, I know that Nate Sexton uses it out on the course.
I usually keep a little foam sandpaper block in my bag as well for sanding down damage to the disc.
Hey guys, if you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up for me, and then you might find this video helpful as I go over some more disc maintenance tips for you. All right, until next time, we'll see you out there on the course. That's the sound of flashing on these Innova discs. That's the sound of me dropping the disc.